Hi guys, welcome back to Pragmatic Politics. I'm Colby Cons. So I think we got a lot to discuss. We had the presidential debate last night, which was a total shit show, total disaster. You had Trump interrupting the moderator and Biden every 2 seconds. It was awful. He looked like a giant toddler on screen. And Biden could have definitely done better. I don't think he was strong enough in his rebuttals towards Trump. He could have called him out in so many different instances. And I think everyone was very annoyed after watching this debate. No one had a good time. It was just a complete shit show. However, there is one part that seems like everybody is talking about. And that is when Donald Trump refused to condemn white supremacists or far-right extremist groups from using violence or anything in the debate. He was given a softball, a layup question, a slam dunk where he could have just said right in front of 100 million people on national television that he condemns white supremacists and he condemns violence from far-right extremists or militias. And he didn't do it. He dodged the question. And we're going to go over the video real quick. And let's take a look here at what's being said.
You have repeatedly. You've been talking back and forth.
You made a statement.
I'm asking you.
I would love to end it.
Sir,
I would love to end it.
You know, if you want to switch seats,
we could very quickly.
We could do that. But
I'd send in the National Guard. It would be over. There'd be no problem.
Okay.
But they don't want to accept the National Guard.
You have repeatedly criticized the vice president for not specifically calling out Antifa and other left-wing extremist groups. But are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
are you
I'm
prepared
willing to do
specifically
that,
do it? Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing.
That's not condemning them. There we go. He asked you, will you condemn it? I see left-wing violence. So you didn't condemn it there. Let's give you another shot.
From the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it.
Do you want to call him?
Say it. Come on, Trump. Say it.
What do you want to call him? Give me a name. Give me a
white
name.
Supremacists and
Who would
white
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what. Somebody's got to do something about.
All right, this is not part of the debate. Whatever YouTuber just floated this in here.
Antifa and the left, because this is not.
So basically, Chris Wallace and Joe Biden said, will you condemn white supremacists? Will you disavow right-wing paramilitary militia groups? And what did he do? He said, Proud Boys, stand by. Like, what? How is it not? That's literally him sending a signal. He's signaling to a right-wing extremist paramilitary group to stand by. Like, are you kidding me? He's asked to condemn white supremacists, and instead he panders and signals to right-wing extremist groups instead, and instantly switches to Antifa. Like, oh my God.
Not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. This is a left-wing problem.
White supremacists. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
I respect Joe Biden for saying that because, first of all, it's him distancing himself from Antifa, which he's never come out and supported, and he's saying it's not an organization. How can he support an organization's actions if they are not an organization that exists? So I think this is a good move by Biden, saying, and it's true that it is an idea. They are not an organization. There are chapters in certain cities, but it's just Facebook groups. It's no different than any of the right-wing, the Proud Boys groups, and the fact that they're not official organizations nationally or connected between states. The difference is that Antifa causes a lot less violence than right-wing extremist groups. Like Joe Biden just said, the FBI director says Antifa is an ideology, not an organization. So Trump's own FBI director says they're not an organization, it's an ideology. We also have this report that I have gone through in the past, but right-wing extremists have killed 329 victims in the last 25 years, while Antifa members haven't killed any, according to a new study. Now, I know a couple weeks ago there was one self-defense killing, self-defense, the same way Kyle Rittenhouse was self-defense. So we'll have one killing now attached to Antifa, while there's 331 now victims of right-wing extremists. Did you know that since 9/11, 80% of all terrorism in the United States has been from right-wing extremist groups? 80%. These aren't Muslim terrorists killing. We have people in the U.S., Americans, who are right-wing extremists causing 80% of the domestic terrorism. And Trump instantly pivots and tells one of these right-wing extremist groups, the Proud Boys, stand by, instead of, and pointing at Antifa. Antifa, one kill, one death involved with Antifa. Right-wing extremists, over 300. It's clearly one is a bigger deal in our country than the other. And our president panders to the right-wing extremists. And yes, I don't care. I know conservatives have reached out to me in the past. They're like, oh, Trump has condemned white supremacy in the past. He's condemned it multiple times. Well, guess what? On national television, in a debate, he was given a layup, a slam dunk, to say it in front of 100 million people, and he couldn't say it. He literally could not condemn white supremacists, and instead he signaled to a right-wing paramilitary group. Like, that is fucked up, okay? I don't care who you are, if you're conservative or a Democrat, how can you defend the fact that the president refused to condemn white supremacists on the national stage and pander and signal to right-wing paramilitary groups? It's fucking insane. And for those of you who don't know who the Proud Boys are, here's a little video, just a quick taste of who they are and why it's so terrible that the president was able to give them national recognition on the world stage. This is a terrible, terrible group. It also sucks that Joe Rogan is giving them national recognition on his podcast, which is the biggest podcast in the world. So here's a little taste of who the Proud Boys are, the group that Donald Trump told to stand by.
The reason why I brought up Gavin is that I think that
Sorry for the terrible quality.
I have had a couple podcasts with him, and people have had like weird conversations with me about it. And
yeah.
I've said, this is one of the things that I've said, I was like, look, that guy's mostly fun.
Yeah.
Mostly fun.
I started this gang called the Proud Boys. And,
The Proud Boys?
The Proud Boys.
What's Proud Boys about?
We will kill you. That's the Proud Boys in a nutshell. We will kill you. We look nice. We seem soft. We have boys in our name. But like Bill the Butcher and the Bowery Boys, we will assassinate you. Now, part of the reason I agree to do the talk is because I'm allowed to bring all my guys. And we can fight our way in and fight our way out. Beating the shit out of these people. I think it's our job to do it. And the cops just turn a blind eye. If you're wearing a MAGA hat, as Sal is right now. Sal's in the studio, folks.
Oh my God, it's Sal Cipolla. Where are you from? Out here. Wow, you came a long way.
You're wearing a MAGA hat, and some guy with a slightly punk demeanor comes up to you and says, hey, are you Sal or are you pro-Trump? Choke him. Trust your instincts. Don't listen to what he has to say. Choke him. If I do a video where I say, how about we start throwing bricks? Is that legal? You can't call for violence on a specific person, but can you say they're throwing bricks? We should throw bricks. Can you call for violence generally? Because I am. Fighting solves everything. We need more violence from the Trump people, Trump supporters. Choke a motherfucker. Choke a bitch. Choke a tranny. Get your fingers around the windpipe. I want violence. I want punching in the face. I'm disappointed in Trump supporters for not punching enough. Get a fucking gun. Get ready to blow someone's fucking head off. I've even killed people in my dreams. That's how awesome my gun is. Get in trouble. Get arrested. Get fired. Let's all get in this together. They can't kill us all. Dude, I got green tips, man. Those go through at least 3 bodies. Oh, beautiful. Plop. I love the way he falls on his ass. They said, you want to go? I said, yeah, I want to fucking go. And I punched him in the face. And then Coulter emailed me later and she goes, conservatives never punched anyone in the face. finally, things are turning around.
And then Malmsberg goes, "You're not advocating violence, are you?" And I go, "I absolutely am. It's a wonderful, effective thing."
This thing's a fucking war.
I started this gang called the Proud Boys.
The guy.
That's who the fucking Proud Boys are. That's who Trump is signaling to. That's who Trump told to stand by. And look, even Fox News, a Fox News host, Brian Kilmeade, let's hear his opinion on it real quick.
And if you're going to say that President Trump was rude, there was only one person who called the other one a clown, a racist, the worst president ever, and told to shut up. And that was Joe Biden on Donald Trump. But Donald Trump blew the biggest layup in the history of debates by saying, not condemning white supremacists. I don't know if he didn't hear it, but he's got to clarify that right away. That's like, are you against evil? Why the president didn't just knock that out of the park, I'm not sure. And if you're going
to... Why didn't the president condemn white supremacists? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe there's probably a couple reasons. Maybe the fact that he doesn't want part of his base are white supremacists, and he doesn't want to insult or anger any of his voting base. Or he doesn't care that there are white supremacists that are in America causing violence or voting for him. This has actual repercussions in the real world. The president of the United States signaling to paramilitary right-wing extremist groups and not condemning white supremacists has real-world implications. Real people are listening to him. Look at this. Joe Biggs, this guy's part of the Proud Boys. Trump basically said to go fuck them up. This makes me so happy. Standing by, sir. President Trump told the Proud Boys to stand by because someone needs to deal with Antifa. Well, sir, we're ready. Proud Boys shout out at the presidential debate. Like, it's fucking crazy. These are real people in the U.S. who now think they have to stand by and get ready to act with violence on Antifa, like, because the President Trump is signaling to them. Like, imagine if Biden was asked. He's like, Biden, will you condemn Antifa and violent far-left extremist groups right now? And Biden's like, oh, sure. Antifa, stand by. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, that's what happened. That's what Trump just did. Like, and look at this. They're now making t-shirts. Stand back and stand by. Proud Boys, stand back, stand by. Like, t-shirts are being sold of Proud Boys, a right-wing paramilitary militia group now. And not only that, let's take a look at 4chan. These are what actual people in the country are thinking. When asked about militia, Trump told his boys to stand down and stand by. Get ready for civil war. Fuck midnight if it's 9:30. Standing by. God, Emperor Trump refused to give in to the kike's demands. Stand down and stand by. I'm ready to kill as many as possible before my inevitable death. Please God, I want bombs and shit going off. Like, stand by with Trump with glowing eyes here. Like, he's putting lefties on notice. We will absolutely fuck their shit up given a green light. Stand by. Like, crazy. Slaughtering leftists in droves will not be a punishable crime in 2 months from now. Like, holy shit. He told literal white supremacists to stand by. Day of the rope confirmed, November 3rd. Like, kill squads standing by. Yep, I'm thinking Trump is the Führer again. Like, this is crazy. Like, are you kidding me? These are real people. And I'm not scared of these people posting on 4chan. I don't think there's some hopped up militia group with trained and weapons. But that doesn't require, you don't need to be well trained. You don't need to be this tough guy to take a gun and walk down to your closest mosque or synagogue and to shoot the place up. And Trump is signaling to these types of people with this rhetoric. It's not even a dog whistle. It's a full-blown, like, bullhorn. He's, right-wing militias, stand by on my signal. Unleash hell when I say. Like, that's exactly what he did on the national stage last night. That's fucking crazy. And the worst person is frickin' Ben Shapiro. Donald Trump has, in fact, condemned white supremacy repeatedly. In the exchange everyone is quoting from last night, he repeatedly said he was willing to do so. The fact that this has been obscured is journalistic malpractice. Like, what? Journalistic malpractice? What? Apparently it's journalistic malpractice to quote word for word what the president said? Like, look, Ben Shapiro, we watched the video. We watched the exact full context. Ben Shapiro felt like he needed to post the context. It doesn't make him sound better. Like, are you willing to condemn white supremacists? Sure, I'm prepared to do it, but I see left-wing stuff, not right-wing. Then do it. Do it. Say it. Proud Boys, stand by. Like, it doesn't make him look any better. It's fucking worse. And freaking Ben Shapiro is saying it's journalistic malpractice to report what he just said. This is like if the media were reporting on Trump's taxes, and they were like, and they said, you know, he's not going to show his tax returns. Ben Shapiro would be like, Donald Trump has, in fact, said multiple times he will show his taxes. He hasn't done it yet, and it's been 4 years, but he has repeatedly said he's willing to show his tax returns. It is journalistic malpractice to say that he hasn't shown his tax returns because he said he's willing to do it. Like, what? Fucking Ben Shapiro. Oh my God, dude. He refuses to step out of line. Trump signals to white supremacists. Trump signals to right-wing extremist paramilitary groups. And Ben Shapiro's like, it's journalistic malpractice to say that he did so. Oh my God. I don't know how people listen to this guy anymore, dude. It's absolutely crazy. He pretends to be like this libertarian guy who's not fully for Trump. And yet the worst thing he'll ever say about Trump is that, you know, Trump sometimes is rude and I don't like that. But when Trump signals to white supremacists, he's like, it's journalistic malpractice to report that he's signaling to white supremacists when he in fact did signal to white supremacists. Like, it's fucking crazy. And it's absolutely insane. I can't believe that right-wingers and conservatives and Republicans are brushing this off. I don't care in the past that Donald Trump has supposedly disavowed white supremacists. Here he had the chance to do it on national television, and instead he blatantly signaled, blatantly did not condemn, dodged the question, and signaled to far-right paramilitary militia groups. And it's that simple. Anyone who sees this, how can you still be like, yeah, Trump, good guy, he's my president. I watched that debate. He looked like a nice, upstanding guy, someone I want to run the country. No, he looked like a fucking toddler, dude. He's interrupting people every 2 seconds. He could not stop talking. He literally could not keep his fucking trap shut for more than 20 seconds. Like, it was crazy. He's interrupting the moderator, interrupting Biden. It's absolutely insane. It was the worst debate I've ever seen in my life. Mainly because of him. Like, how can you look at that and not think that he was the cause of that debate being so much of a disaster? It's insane to me. And people I don't think this is going to change anyone's mind. I don't think Biden in this debate is changing any Trump supporter's mind. Trump is not changing anyone's mind who wasn't voting for him before, all right? It didn't do anything. All it did was reinforce my position that Trump is a fucking lunatic, and he's signaling to white supremacists. He's refusing to condemn them in front of 100 million people. I don't care, like, what you're thinking. I don't care if he's done it in the past. He has retweeted people saying white power. He has retweeted racist shit. You can't condemn white supremacists and then retweet videos of people yelling white power. Like, you contradicted yourself. I'm going for what's more obvious. People who don't support white supremacists don't tweet videos of people yelling white power. It's that simple. You know what I mean? It's clearly just a public image thing that he condemns white supremacists. I mean, look at this. If you didn't know, Donald Trump's father was part of the Ku Klux Klan. In 1927, he was arrested during a Klan riot. They dug up the newspaper, and you can see Fred Trump was arrested during this. 1,000 white-robed Klansmen marched through Jamaican neighborhood, eventually spurring an all-out brawl. One of those arrested was Fred Trump, Trump's father. His dad's a Ku Klux Klan member, He signals to white supremacists. He signals to far-right militia groups. He tweets videos of people yelling white power. He tells American citizens to go back to their shithole countries just because they have brown skin. This dude clearly is a racist, and I don't care. I don't care how many videos right-wingers send to me of Donald Trump saying, I condemn white supremacy, when he wouldn't do it last night, and he's done all this racist shit besides that. Like, come on. How people defend it is absolutely crazy to me. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about this huge moment in last night's debate. I'll be putting out more videos about the debate and about American politics as usual. Please subscribe. Please leave a like. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you, and I'll catch you next time.